Everyone thinks that short form content is just destroying your attention span, but that's not even a real problem. The real problem is way more sinister than that. And I figured this out 6 months ago when I completely stopped watching short form content. And in that process, I discovered something which will literally terrify you. Because you're not actually watching videos, you're doing something much worse. Here's what's actually happening when you're scrolling. You think you're watching content to feed yourself the knowledge you want to grow your business or to grow your social media or your personal brand. But you're not. You're not just watching content. You're scrolling through n number of emotions every single minute. You need to understand that every single video that goes viral, it goes viral because it triggers a specific emotion inside your brain. And your feed is 99% filled with those viral videos. 1 second you're watching someone winning in life, winning in business, and you feel that you are winning too. You feel motivated. The next video shows someone struggling and you feel anxious. Then someone comes flexing their entire lifestyle, their Ferrari, their Lamborghini, their Porsche, and you feel jealous. Then something funny pops up and you feel entertained. You don't understand that it's like a drug, and you're basically a drug dealer, drug dealing the emotions to your brain. You might not realize, but your brain is getting addicted to this emotional chaos that came through this bad boy, your smartphone, which is not really smart. See, all your brain is doing is it's producing emotions through chemicals. When you feel happy or motivated, that's serotonin and dopamine. When you feel jealous, it's different chemicals. When you feel angry, that's norepinephrine. And here's the most scary thing that terrifies me, and it should terrify you, that your brain doesn't know the difference between a real life experience and a video experience. So when you watch someone else succeed, your brain thinks that you succeeded. Similarly, when you watch someone fail, your brain thinks that you failed too. And you start to relate that video with all of those experiences that happened in your past and is happening in your present. You're getting all the emotional highs and lows without even doing anything. It's like eating junk food for your emotions. Now, I want you to think of this as a straight graph, okay? Let's say this is a straight line and this line represents your emotions. And this is the timeline, this represents your entire day, okay? What usually happens to you is whenever you start here, your day starts here, ends here, let's say you work 8 hours a day. The first few hours of your day is really, really important, okay? You're the most productive at those hours, okay? Like first 5 to 6 hours just after waking up, okay? So when you wake up, the first ever thing you do is you pick up your smartphone, okay? You watch all those stories of your friends. You check all these messages. You just scroll through reels and scroll through short form content on YouTube. And you think that it's not ruining anything. It's just 15 minutes. I'll just go to gym after that, or I'll just take a shower or do the work. But all you're doing is you're spiking up your emotions, okay? So suddenly you feel happy, then you feel sad, then you feel happy, sad, anxious, jealous, and you're just setting your mind on fire, and it's just creating this graph which shouldn't be the case, and it's not healthy, I'm telling you, because the most successful entrepreneurs that I ever met, I realized this, that all their day-to-day activities, all of their activities, whatever they do in life, it goes through a very slight highs and lows, okay? So their emotional graph is not like this, and this. Their emotional graph is something like this, do. Maybe at the night they think that, I want some break, then it goes pumps up. But yeah, in the most peak hours of your day, you have to become productive, okay? No matter what. And I see people just after they wake up, they check their smartphones, including myself. I did this too, okay? But slowly I figured this out, that how to control, Okay, and I'm going to tell you how to do all of this and get rid of this thing as I did. Okay, so I see a lot of people just wake up, check their phones. All they are doing is preparing, setting their mind for chaos, okay, for the entire day. And you do this every single day. When you go to gym, you listen to loud music. Now all you're doing is just stimulating your brain through a lot of emotions at a single time. You feel sad, you listen to sad music. You feel motivated, you listen to motivated music, like loud music. And all it is doing, like sometimes I see people taking their phones in shower in their bathroom, and you don't understand that it is killing you from inside and you don't realize it. Okay, and this becomes a game for your brain. It's simply like a video game for your brain, and it thinks that all your brain needs is addiction, to be really honest. Whether it's addiction to sex, whether it's getting addicted to short form content, whether it's getting addicted to some kind of food or junk food, and whether it's getting addicted to video games. All your brain wants is chaos. Now, I'm not telling you to maintain a very strict routine. All I'm telling you to do that don't stimulate your brain just after you wake up. Just use that time of the day to become the most productive. And trust me, you'll get more done in less time if you just stop having your phone on your desk or just having your phone after you wake up. And this is the reason why you are able to scroll for 3 or 4 hours without even blinking your eyes. You're not addicted to emotions. You're basically addicted to emotional hits. Every single swipe or refresh is like pulling a slot machine lever. Will this make me laugh? Will this make me angry? Will this make me anxious? Will this make me jealous? Or will this make me motivated? And you don't realize that when you overstimulate your brain through a lot of n number of emotions, your brain becomes hypersensitive. Think about it. If you ate pizza or spicy food every single day for next 7 days, and you just switch back to the basic food, then your brain becomes mad. It goes crazy. Same thing with emotions. After years of consuming artificial emotions of highs and lows, your brain thinks that real life is boring. But the worst thing is you become emotionally reactive to everything. Like a client gives you feedback, you basically feel anxious, you spiral. Your post doesn't perform well, you question everything. Someone puts a bad comment on your video or disagrees with your opinion or your business idea, you take it personally. You have literally trained your brain by yourself to have massive emotional reactions to every tiny triggers. And this kills your ability to focus. This kills the ability to build a successful personal brand or build a successful business. As entrepreneurs or creators, we need emotional stability. We need to know how to handle our emotions every single day, because we need to make rational decisions mostly under pressure. We need to handle rejections, criticism, and setbacks. But if you're emotionally hypersensitive from consuming content, then you can't do this. And every challenge in business becomes an emotional crisis for you. And this is the most biggest reasons entrepreneurs and creators fail. But here's the good news. You can fix this. It's actually possible, because I did this. And by the end of this video, you'll walk away with the exact system, exact framework, exact step-by-step thing that I did and you can do to basically break free from this pattern. But first, you need to understand this, that your emotional state is an output, not an input. Every single emotion that you feel is produced by what you consume. And if you consume crap, then you're going to produce crap. If you're consuming chaotic content, then you are going to create chaos, okay? And if you're consuming purposeful content, your life will be much more better. And it's that simple. Second, you need an emotional detox. Just like detoxing your body from junk food, you need to detox your brain from junk emotions. And I'm going to give you the exact 30-day protocol that worked for me, and this will probably work for you as well. So here's the step-by-step plan. And for the love of God, if you can, take a piece of paper and write all these steps, then you have already went too far from those 99% of people who are just going to watch this video and just listen to me and just go away. So step 1, stop watching TikTok, Instagram, YouTube apps right from your phone. If you are doing business, if you want to create better content, all you need is your laptop, is your desktop or your PC. When I became conscious for the very first time that I can do all of those things that I do using my phone through this computer, through this laptop. So why am really using my phone? It should be used for just taking calls. That's it. So that's what you need to do. Step 2, replace your scrolling habits immediately. Whenever you feel this urge to scroll on social media for just 10 minutes or so, just do 10 push-ups. And now I know that this is gonna sound crazy, cringe, but it worked for me, okay? So whenever I felt that I need to swipe through short form content and I need those emotional spikes, I just did 10 push-ups. Or I just write down all of my thoughts just by using pen and paper, or just write down everything on my whiteboard using my marker, and just articulated whatever I was feeling, and I was just replacing a thing with a different thing. You can't simply destroy that thing, okay? You can channel your emotion from one place to another. You can channel your actions from one place to another. And that's what you need to do. And there's something called resistance. And resistance is the most powerful thing on earth that is the only thing that stops you from becoming what you want to become. Okay? And resistance is simple. Like, if I say you that do 10 push-ups, then whatever is coming to your mind after I say that just do 10 push-ups, that no, I don't want to do that. I'm just watching a video. I was just here to just simply watch a YouTube video. I ain't gonna do that. These things are resistance. And once you beat it, you get the taste of it, that yeah, I accomplished something. If you go to gym, if you are a gym freak like me, let's say you are about to perform a set, okay? And you take dumbbells of, let's say you're going to perform a chest press, okay? And you took dumbbells of 30 kgs. So at that time, your mind tells your body that give me 8 reps, okay? 8 reps of 30 kgs dumbbell press, okay? So by the time you get to 5th rep, okay, 5th repetition, 6th repetition, your brain start to tell your mind, okay, tell your body resistance is coming. And it's here, it's very close. But imagine if instead of 8, you did additional 2 reps, like you did 10 reps, or you went beyond that, you did 12 reps, you simply beat the resistance. And you know that how it feels when you thought that I'm only going to get 8 reps and you got 10 or 12. That is the feeling that you want to taste. And once you taste it, it becomes easy every time. You just have to beat resistance every single time it appears. Now, if I tell you to beat resistance, if you are really watching this, if you really want to apply this, just do 10 push-ups. And I promise you, it's the day you'll start learning to beat resistance. If anything can stop you to achieve what you want to achieve, to become what you want to become, is resistance. Okay? And when I discovered this thing for the very first time, I literally woke up that day. Now, step 3, fill the void with productive content. Listen to really long educational podcasts about business, podcasts about content. Read books that will give you content ideas to create. Read books that will help you to grow your entire business. Whatever you read or whatever you consume, you have to consume with a purpose, not mindlessly. And lastly, step 4, set strict boundaries after 30 days of doing this protocol. You only have to follow those accounts who directly help you create better content or build better business. Every time something cringe pops up on your feed, just press that non-interested button. Set specific consumption times, okay? So let's say if you watch short form content for 2 hours a day, what you can do, you can simply restrict your timeline by just half an hour, okay, every 30 days. So what you'll do, you will just go to your Instagram account, just go to settings, and just on the search bar, just type time, okay? And when you type time, there's something called time restriction appears, okay? And when you go to that, you can basically set timers that Instagram will notify you that please, this is the right time to stop scrolling. And last, the most important thing, never scroll just after waking up or before going to bed, because I already told you, this is the most productive time that you need to spend with yourself, with your business. So here's what happens when you finish this 30-day protocol. Week 1, your attention span starts improving. Week 2, you become less emotional reactive to small things. Week 3, you'll get a mental clarity that you've never felt in years. Week 4, your focus will be on another level at its peak, and you'll start making better decisions in your business and in your life. And after 30 days, you'll handle stress like a completely different person. You'll become more creative because your brain is not overstimulated. You'll enjoy doing work like never before. You'll start building your business. You'll start treating your business as fun, as a game. And here's the best part. You'll understand that how much time you were wasting. Time you can use to create much better content and build a huge business. Look, I know this will sound extreme, but every single successful entrepreneur that I know, they all have two things in common. First, the ability to focus more than others by getting less distracted. And the second is they are obsessed controlling their inputs and emotions. They're very careful that what they consume, who they meet to, who they shake hands with, because they really know that it will translate back to my own things that I don't want to. People will hate me for this, but I'll say this anyway. No matter how hardworking you are, no matter how long hours you put in your work, if you are working with your phone on your desk, then you can never become rich. And that's it. While recording this video, my phone is not here. My phone is on my bed. And the only reason you are distracted is because you're keeping your surroundings in such a way to make you feel distracted. See, the only way to become more focused is to become less distracted. And if your environment has everything that it takes to you to get distracted, then you'll be distracted. Remove everything from your environment that distracts you. And that's it, you'll become successful. So here's what we are going to do right now. Pause this video right now, and whatever you wrote, if you wrote everything that I just told you, just do it. And I already told you about resistance. If you beat it every single time, if you get the taste of beating the resistance, you'll win in life. I'll see you in the next one.